Wait until I leave. Hello everybody, we're back again to Yeye Kudi Life, and today's topic is going to be about women taking care of their heart and stop the desperation. Now, the reason why we're talking about this, like I always remind us, is that it may not happen to you and never happen to you, but it may be happening to somebody you know, or is about to happen to somebody you know. Then you'll be at alert to be able to like caution the person and say, hey, I think I've heard about this before. Be careful. So whatever you hear on Real Talk, #Real Talk, Yeye Kudi Live, just understand that it's something that can be helping anybody out there. So share, like, and subscribe to Yeye Kudi Live. Women, can we all stop the desperation? Today our discussion is going to be about a lot of things. I may even find it hard at the end of this shooting. After editing, I may find it hard to actually be able to put a title or a topic on this video. But anyhow, I'll just take little bit and pieces of everything and put it in here, and I hope it gets across to somebody. I may help your life. I have heard and I have seen, not just hear, because when I don't see, I don't say I see. When I hear, I say I heard. So in this situation now, I heard, I saw, a call was made to me. Not even a call, like 2-3 calls was made to me from different countries as regard what I'm about to talk about now. And observation on my own, saw with my eyes as well in some other parts I'm going to talk about. What I'm going to talk about now is women. Desperation about husband. Why? Getting married. I'm sure some of you will be like, okay, because she's married, she can tell us not to be desperate about husband. Let her go and sit down. Fine. But desperation about husband to the extent of, to the detriment of your life, then is it not better to stay without the husband? Is it not better to live long and be accomplished? I wouldn't want to like say something about Oprah. Look at Oprah. She doesn't have a child. I'm not praying for that for anybody. She's not married, but she's married. I'm not saying it is right to live that life, but assuming she desperately does things, I mean, she desperately gets herself a husband and she's dead today, nobody will know Oprah. Why not let's walk in line with destiny and believe that God will bring us to an expected end, a good expected end, because his thoughts towards us are not of evil at all, but of good to every one of us. But when we try to help God, when we fast track life to try to help God, it may cut short our life. Lone parents. Some of people are lone parents. They've had a child before, have had 2 children or 3 children from either one man or different men and stuff like that. And you are still desperate to marry. I'm picking in bits and pieces of what I want to talk about. So I want you to follow me as I speak. Number 1, in the first place, you were a lone parent. You have suffered the motherhood of a lone parent, the loneliness, the rigors, the stress of a lone parent. Maybe once, maybe twice, maybe thrice, depending on destiny. Now you are desperate to marry. You did not wait for God to put you through. Some of you will go to Nigeria, abroad-based ones, and go and pick a boy or a man from anywhere. Or you just see somebody on the road, you just pick the person and marry. You don't know where the man is from. You don't know the history of the man. You didn't date for a while. You didn't go for counseling. You don't have a concrete, a solid foundation. At the end of the day, the marriage will still break up. Ask me why. Mind you, when you have a child once, you have a child twice for different men, you're doing it third, fourth time, or even once. Once can be tagged a mistake, even though some of us, it may not be a mistake. It's eti aigbo. We don't listen to our parents. Or people will advise you, you don't listen. Or you were in love, you left your heart. No, you were in love with your heart and left your brain. You lived in denial. Make you have a child once, you make you have a child for another man, second time. At the end of the day, third, fourth, fifth, or how many times you decide to have children for different men, you now still went to marry a man just on the road. No counseling. You either have a child for the child man, or you are not having you just marry anybody. No, you don't really have a solid foundation. Where do you think that marriage will lead to? Ask yourself. People say a mistake made more than once has now become a decision. They don't have to come and meet you and tell you you are a prostitute before you understand the meaning of prostitution. The reason why they call anybody a prostitute is because maybe messing around. So when you now decide to turn bearing of children to nothing, for different men, what do you think the meaning of that is? It is no more destiny. It's because you are trying to help God. It is hard to say the truth. It is hard to face reality. But I will say it to you. I've been there. I have done that. And I tell you the truth. Your heart is more important. And the life of these children you are bringing to the world. You may just be thinking, you don't care. After all, you're happy now. But are you thinking of the future of yourself and the future of the children? Bringing a man from anywhere, just carrying any man and marrying any man, no long-term relationship, no time to study yourself, no time to really know, is it worth it? I think it's stupidity. I think it needs a lot of God's intervention. That now leads me to the topic whereby women being killed in America, men killing women. I've heard that one. Or women being jilted by men. They went to bring from Nigeria, or they imported them from London, or they imported them from just import anybody to anywhere. Maybe you're in Ireland or in America, or you import a man. This man will only act as a mumu for a little while. When they act as a mumu for a little while, they get their papers. Most of them are just people that are after how to have their residency or how to come abroad. The moment they get their paper, they jilt you people. They break your heart. A lot of times, even the ones that are they have papers, so they have children for each other, they break their hearts anyhow. Many of these people, the moment they just come abroad, all these men that we pick anyhow, just pick men. It happens a lot to lone parents. And it's out of desperation. is out of desperation. Why not allow God choose for you? Having kids here and there is a stigma on its own. It is a stigma. And I'm not going to lie to you. How many real mothers will want their kids to marry women that already have kids? Be sincere with yourself. Many people don't like it. Not to talk of you've had one here, had another. Even if the man wants to even stay, they will advise him. So why not take your time and not be in a hurry? So that God can actually get you the right person. Don't desperately either snatch somebody's husband or somebody's or girl, bring somebody from the village, and the person will come here. After the person get papers, the person will either kill you or jilt you. Then the people that are not in cause of your problem, you'll be fighting them. Majority of these things, marriage based on I want to get my residency, I want to get my red passport, I want to get my green passport and all those things, it does not lie. It says a Yoruba thing that says ojú tó bá máa bá ní dalẹ̀ kò kí ń tàárọ̀ ṣepin. That is a man that will stay with you till the end of time, till death do you part. Will not be after papers, will not be after little things. Give me this, I give you this. No. He will be genuinely, oh, you must have a child for me, have a child for me. They will be coming. You must be pregnant today. They want you to be pregnant today. They want that paper, no. Why? Why that paper, no. If there's no paper or if there's no child, you truly love me, you will stay with me. So many women have been jilted. So many women are in their 50s now, in their 60s, in their 40s. They are husbandless now because they have sacrificed for men that are not worth it. And I want to believe it's the pressure of I'm desperate, I need to marry, oh, my mates are married, people are saying I want to be also, I want to also have a husband, I want to do. They have invested in men. Be careful, women. It is better to have a child for a man outside wedlock. It is better. And let's take it out. Okay, this may be a mistake. Meanwhile, sometimes it's not a mistake. Even the one time you desperately or purposely did it. But when it comes to second, third time, and now to an extent that your life is being taken or it leads to sickness or depression for you, then why that? There are many cases of this situation. When a man comes to you, or you see a man, they introduce a man to you, take your time. Introduce that man, let him, at least